Welcome to this coffee and conversation. Does your wife want space or divorce? Okay. We're going to talk about that because when we see online in a lot of the men's communities, 99% of the responses will be she's already sleeping with somebody, she wants a divorce. And contrary to those 99%, that's not true. It doesn't mean that. Help me out though if you would. Please hit the subscribe and or like button if you haven't already. So how do you know the difference between if she's lost herself and is just trying to re-energize, refocus compared to a woman who's planning and desiring an exit? There's a couple of differences. Keep in mind, women lose themselves as well, especially with motherhood. They lose a sense of identity. Maybe they've been out of the workforce for a while. And normally, when a woman is just needing space, time to recharge her batteries, some time to herself, it doesn't mean it's going to end in divorce, depending on how you behave. She's looking for her identity or still has her identity as a mom intact, as a wife. She just feels smothered, covered up by all the responsibility, and just needs a break. One of the ways you can tell the difference between that and somebody who's trying to set their ducks up in a row to leave is the behavior changes become a little different, a little obvious with the person who's planning a divorce. Okay, they get disrespectful, dismissive. They have lots of problems with you, even just the lightest of touch or affection, compliments. They're very argumentative. That's different than a woman who's feeling lost, needing to find herself. And the reality is, how you handle this will either help or hurt the situation. So, universally, what does not help is turning into the hummingbird for weeks or months. What can I do? Are you okay? It's a constant checking in with her, which just is a repulsive energy that pushes her further away. And you're not being honest. You're being a typical nice guy. You're not saying, how are you doing? Are you okay? You're going, or what you really mean, are we okay? Am I okay? The other behavior men do that is not beneficial is to become the super dad and husband doing 100% of the housework and everything so she will be happy. She's not going to respect you for this. It doesn't work, all right? And again, not every woman who wants space, a separation, or even asks for a divorce really wants that. Okay? They don't all want a divorce. We have men in our community mentoring men and wives who told them they want a divorce. Fuck you, get out, I'm unhappy. That are now happily in a version 2.0, loving, connected, and deeply intimate relationship. Okay? We help men every week with this issue. And what's funny is it's counterintuitive what you need to do. Focusing on her is not the answer. You need to focus here and here. Many guys get stuck up here in their head. And the reality is, you need to get into your heart. You need to start focusing on yourself and not kissing her ass. She's not going to get any more respect for you. And so, what do you do? So, I'm going to have a link below to the Failing Marriage Recovery course. Charlie and I put this on, created it. The reality is, it's free. Okay? There's also going to be a link below. If you'd like to have a conversation, you can reach out and say, hey, I've got this issue. We're happy to talk with you. And finally, there's a link below to join Mentoring Men. We are one of the most vibrant online men's communities, and we're not just online. We have multiple meetups every month around the country with other men, and it gives you a chance to start finding yourself again. Because I'm willing to bet you've become a little two-dimensional. You've become dad and provider. You've kind of lost yourself, and your wife just finally said enough is enough. Because if you're like me, all those years ago, I believe I described it to somebody, well, I had it better than 80% of most men, but I wasn't exactly happy. I didn't have a thriving, deeply intimate and connected marriage. A lot of that was on me. Now I have that kind of relationship, and it's a blast. Okay? And a lot of you can get there if you don't ignore this issue and you don't mishandle this issue by being the hummingbird, being the ass kissing, I'll do everything guy. It doesn't work. You got to actually get a little selfish, brother. So go ahead and reach out. We'd love to help you with this. It is possible to turn this around, and contrary to the 99%, it doesn't mean she's having an affair. It doesn't mean you're going to end divorced. But let's face it, you're probably unhappy with the way the marriage is right now, and you need to turn that around. So come join us in Mentoring Men, and we'd be happy to walk with you on this journey, brother. We'll help you get to where you want to be. Have a great day.